So, we last left off with our group trying to escape through the River of Kess. Unfortunately for them, it appears they've fallen out of the frying pan and right into the fryer, because they need to get the heck out of Dodge, as it's only a short time before other Mongol soldiers arrive at the scene. After they jump into the river, they meet up with the cunning Crimson mercenary himself, Ishtvan. He decides to save them, and it's made immediately clear how dangerous the River of Kess is. It's so black and murky and seems like it inhabits all sorts of hostile fish beneath its depths. They decide it's best to team up and eventually find a raft that they can use to get down the river. Just as they are trying to make their way down the Kess, they are immediately spotted by a Mongol soldier who's dressed from head to toe in white. The soldier leaves, and then we're introduced to another great danger that lurks beneath the depths of Kess, and it's called a big mouth, which is basically described as a big set of jaws. Our leopard-headed hero, however, manages to fight the thing off with a pole. We are then taken to a scene at Avalon Keep, where the soldiers that have been spying on the group start having a conversation with a Mongolian soldier named Count Rickard. It's revealed that the general is a woman named Amnelis, and she's the princess of Mongol. They decide to pursue the band and end up ambushing them. They threaten to open fire on them. Unfortunately, our group just can't catch a break as a big mouth attacks them yet again. Then, another creature called a swallow worm starts attacking the big mouth on top of all the chaos that's ensuing. This causes the raft to then flip over, and all of them rush towards safely as they make it to the rocks. This leaves our pursuers far behind them, as they have to find rafts of their own to climb onto to make it to the land of Nosferis. While our group of 5 regroup and recover on Nosferis, they head east. During this, Guin remembers a name from his past and shows signs of regaining his memory. They fall asleep and Ishtvan runs off but is caught by Sumi in the process, so Ishtvan then snatches her up and runs away with her. Meanwhile, the rest of them are awoken by 500 troops surrounding them. They are taken away, and we go back to Ishtvan's perspective, and it turns out he actually didn't desert the group. He watches them from afar as they are attacked by a creature called a Big Eater, which is similar to a Big Mouth, but it resides in the sand. The Mongol soldiers end up killing it with ease, unlike the Big Eater, however. Ishtvan later uses himself as bait and leads the Big Mouth right into the Mongols' camp. Ishtvan rescues the group, and they flee before them, seeing the Sem once again come to fight off the Mongol with Sumi. Then a gigantic battle starts to break out, resulting in some of the Mongol soldiers either retreating or being slaughtered. They take some of the Sem warriors along with them, so they can redirect them from invading their own village. They end up stumbling on a valley full of jelly creatures called Yido, and that's where the volume ends. Now, this volume had me hooked more than the last one. I really liked the River of Kess segment and learning more about the Goron soldiers. We learned more about the leaders in charge such as Amnelis, and I find her captivating so far. We really don't know too much about her character yet, but she definitely has a presence in this volume. She was relentless in her pursuit of Guin and the others. That kind of reminds me of like Farnese from Berserk and her chasing down of the Black Swordsman. Ishtvan also gives me some type of Serpico vibes, with him constantly speaking back to Guin and the other group, and they just kind of hate him. His banter with the group is actually pretty funny because the rest of the group just, like I said, doesn't like him. For a good reason. He's kind of a pain in the butt, but he has his uses. I did like spending time with the other characters and learning about the other side of the conflict. There was also a myriad of things I didn't like either. This is the last time I'm going to bring this up, but the pacing is extremely slow. I was really hoping things would improve, but I think a lot of it is down to the descriptions and the constant repeating of information. They keep bringing up the leopard head and the platinum hair, so it just kind of gets annoying. But with 100 novels, I think it's just going to be a slow series by default. Other than that, I thought it was a pretty enjoyable read, and I definitely felt more engaged. So that covers it for Guin Saga Volume 2. Thanks for watching! Take care, folks, and remember, if you would like to support me, please check out my Redbubble merch down in the bio and description. Thanks for watching.